So we're talking about the 3-hour race, round 3 of the Carter's Tyre Service South Island Endurance Series here at Levels Raceway, Timaru. You just had a name change, right?
Yeah, so they've changed it recently from the Timaru International Motor Raceway to Levels Raceway.
So it makes it easier for us to say on camera. We like that. So in the 3-hour race, the qualifying, they went out first, and a lot of people got caught by surprise in that first qualifying. We were down the back end, and most of the front-running cars had some pretty serious moments on that new Tyres hill. Because it took a long time to dry. So there have been a lot of improvements at this track, yeah?
Yeah, so they've resealed a whole lot of the top portion of the track, but that does mean that it has been slippery, and with the weather yesterday there's no new tyre tread on it to give a bit of grip, so this morning was the first chance.
And so then the second qualifying basically was the one that was going to set the pole position. Who actually got pole in the end?
So the Foster Reed Audi got pole in the end.
That would be 3 from 3 from them, right?
Yeah, they're doing pretty well in qualifying.
Minutes of clean running, then we had a bit of an incident down, what is the turn called at there?
Turn 2.
So that put them out, and they were leading their class coming into this, so that's going to really change what happens in that class, right?
Yeah, they were leading Class B both rounds 1 and 2, so with no points this round, it will be interesting to see how it leads up for the final round.
And so then we had the most green running we've had since I can remember, right?
Yeah, there was no safety cars after that, so yeah, that's probably the first time in a very long time.
First stanza of the race, John McIntyre really got underway and he lapped the entire field. That was really impressive.
Yeah, and he almost lapped everyone twice as well. He was flying out there. He loves this track, he does a lot of laps of this track, and he's very, very fast.
So yeah, they had a bit of a problem. What happened?
So they broke the right front lower arm. Unfortunately, that meant they came in for a bit. They managed to fix it and go back out, but quite a few laps down.
So yeah, I think they lost like 12 laps or something at that stage, and then of course it got worse for them, and later in the race they broke the other one. So they'll be looking at what the material is that is made of, so they can get some reliability there, because that's the same problem they had at Highlands Park as well. So we know that when that car really gets working, they're going to be a real contender, right?
Yeah, it's a real shame that we didn't get to see them finish today, because they would have been one to beat for sure.
And then I thought the real standout of the last part of the race was Christina All-West chasing down Jack Milligan. She only just took that quite close to the end, right?
Yeah, it was like less than 5 minutes to go, and Jack Milligan had been in third place for the majority of the race, and she just managed to get a pass on and take third place.
And get the funky fever, girl! And get the funky fever! Move on! You don't stop! Come on! Yeah, get it!
Yeah, I guess there wasn't too many safety cars, and yeah, the lap times are pretty quick as well. So put those things together, and it's been a lot of laps. We knew we were going to try for a one-stop strategy, so for me it was about being sensible and just try to stick with a consistent lap time.
Neil did an absolutely outstanding job to sort of pave that first stint and put us in number one spot. For me, we had such a margin and I just didn't want to trip over someone or just really not want to put my car in a vulnerable position. Yeah, I think the whole team performed absolutely outstanding. Pit stop was great, tyre changes, etc. So as a group, very proud today.
I know you're gonna get it.
First time here at Timaru in the Audi, yeah.
My stint didn't start so well. The car wouldn't fire up for some unknown reason, so we had to do a bit of a reset and then fire it away, but obviously lost a bit of time in that. And then we found ourselves on pace and managed to tick away. So
Johnny and I seem to be like magnets at the moment. Pop out of the pits and he's right there. So made a cool battle. Yeah, we were 2 laps down. Still made it a bit of fun out there. And yeah, I'd like to thank Track Tech Racing, Dennis, Stevie, Mark and Dale and Mark for doing so well today. And again, a podium being our goal for this year is to just keep getting podiums and keep finishing. It's exactly what we seem to be doing. I guess very, very tight heading into the last round. 1 or 2 points, so it's sort of going to be winner takes all at Christchurch. So yeah, bring it on.
I thought I nearly owned the McFarlane Porsche, but we managed just to scrape through, and yeah, I think he gave up after that. I think he just cruised to the end, so that's what I did. Quite a mixed day. We had a rim that had got bent, and Ben had to come in and change onto my tyres. So Ben did a fantastic job, kept it going, and yeah, the pit stop was fantastic, and I just could push. I don't know, it was just awesome.
I mean, I don't know what happened, but had a massive vibration in the front. Thought we'd try and keep going, but came in. Luckily I did come in because I probably would end up in the hedge down the end there. So, but it was all good. The boys had it all sorted and they did great. I could hardly stand up when I got out of the car, but yeah, had a great drive.
The Johnny Reid Neil Foster car, they go into the final round leading it.
Yeah, they do.
But it will be very close because second place was the other Audi RH83 and they've had pretty good results too. So what do you think it'll look like?
So I think it will be definitely down to the Audis for sure. Yeah, the Track Tech team have always been on the podium as well, so the points will be very close, and Ruapuna's certainly going to be a battle. Nothing's decided yet.
And we saw some records broken too, right?
Yeah, so the race record for the 1 hour was broken, and I believe it was broken for the 3 hour as well.
All right, there's a man in a truck making some dust. All right, that must be us to wrap it up then. You won your class, didn't you? And you ran off. We didn't get an interview.
Yeah, we roll. Got to drive the truck and drive the car.
Well, that's a wrap up here from round 3 of the Carter's Tyre Service South Island Endurance Series here at a very sunny, very beautiful day at
Levels Raceway.
So we'll see you for round 4 in 2 weeks, and it's going to be exciting. I think a lot of the classes aren't decided. I don't think any of them are they?
Nothing's decided yet. It's all down to the final.
There we go, round 4 coming up.